Years ago, Andy, our next guest found that while teen pregnancy rates were dropping, sexually transmitted infections were rising, and she wondered why. That's when Pam Krause of the Calgary Sexual Health Centre thought it was time to educate teenage boys and not just focus on girls. The result is Wiseguyz. Pam is here this morning to talk about the program, and you and I have been chatting all through Andy's weather and traffic. Didn't even listen to it because I'm really interested in this program because my son is in your wheelhouse. So for people at home, what age groups are you focusing on here?
Right now we are focused on 14-year-old boys, so boys in grade 9, so around 13 to 15 really.
Okay, and now why that age?
Well, we have found that it's a critical age in young people's development. It's a critical age in the sexual development of young people, and also for young men we have found that it's sort of that time of transition in their lives, in puberty, going on to high school. So we really think that's a good time to be sort of boosting them up in their confidence moving forward in their lives.
Okay, now we talked about STIs and pregnancy rates and that type of thing, but Wiseguyz is not just about sexual education.
No.
It's much more than that.
That's right. And I mean, we started out as a sex ed program and certainly very quickly learned this is really about masculinity. It's about conversations with boys about what it's like to be a boy, what it means to be a man in society today. So it's much more comprehensive than just dealing with sexually transmitted infections in teen pregnancy. Yeah,
so if somebody does, because I know you go to schools, right?
Yes, that's right.
So if someone at home and their son is going to be in this program as they enter into grade 9 or grade 10, what can they expect their son learning?
Well, certainly they learn, first of all, about some of the areas around sexual health. They learn a lot about communication, a lot about building healthy relationships, and really what it becomes is among them, it becomes this safe place where they can really talk about feelings. And that's a really big deal for boys because they just don't have those outlets where they can literally sit in a circle and talk about how it's going for them in their lives. That to us is the key part. It's that space, that safety, and that ability to create that sort of bro time is what they call it. That time they can be together and talk about the same struggles they all go through in a really safe way.
Now, I go back to when I was in high school and there was nothing like this.
No.
There was nothing. I grew up in a house where you weren't encouraged to talk about your, you know what I mean?
Sure, totally, absolutely.
And so it's great to see this kind of shift.
Yeah.
And are you seeing great results from this?
We're seeing amazing results. And you know what it came from for us, Ted, is we saw boys really struggling within this man box. You moved outside of that and people picked on you for being different. What we're coming out with is these boys saying, and this is the line, everybody has a story. So they understand that whether you're gay or you have a disability or you're not the cool guy, you still kind of have a place in the world and it's okay. So they stop picking on people for characteristics and they start to create that place where they speak up. They become from bystanders to active participants in social issues. And that makes all the difference.
Everybody has a story. I like that. So how did you do research to come up with this plan? Like working with,
we absolutely started out with research, did a year of research, talked to young men, found out sort of what they would need about who the facilitator should be, the kind of program we should have. And the great thing is we've been doing research all along, so we're actually knowing what results we are achieving year over year. So it's the best thing because we know we're making an impact on a group of people that are really struggling in society. So it's thrilling to us.
Wiseguyz is the program. Is there a website people can check out?
There is, wiseguyz.ca.
And it's Wiseguyz with a Z,
That's
right?
Correct,
we have to say that. Wiseguyz, one word with a Z. We have a link on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. Great program, Pam.
Yes.
Really interesting. I wish this was around when I was growing up. I really do. I really do. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
We're going to check in.